Death Note: How to Become a God. How does one become a god? A simple question with a complicated answer. What is it that makes someone a god? Is it the power to kill a person with just the flick of a hand? The ability to strike fear into every criminal's heart? Or is one a god if they have the power to bend nations to their will? For a question with an answer so far out of reach, we certainly spent quite a lot of time meandering over this ancient question. Millennia ago, when we were just staring at shadows on the walls of our caves, we asked ourselves, what if I was a god? Death Note certainly attempts to answer this question for us with its protagonist, Light Yagami, better known as Kira, the self-proclaimed god of the New World. With a deadly notebook, Light sets out on a quest to rid the world of evil and reshape the world into his own image. Just like the Abrahamic God wiped the earth clean of all the sinners, Light does the same thing with the same ease. All it takes is a little ink, or even his blood, and his will shall be imposed. With just the flick of his hand he can kill a person. With only 1 week of work he can strike fear into the hearts of every criminal, and with writing only 1 full sentence he can question the laws of a nation. And that's when it dawns on Light. He has achieved godhood. Now there is no mortal who can oppose him. There's no goal he cannot accomplish, and the sheep he guides, they know it too. They worship him for it. But as a viewer, we know Light Yagami isn't a god. While the outside world might view him as the benevolent dictator he presents himself as, we, the audience, witness him travelling to his school, hanging out with his friends, and spending time with his family. Light is smart but also simple-minded at times. He has an obsessive nature and is a natural overachiever. If you didn't know any better, you would think he was just another teenager, stuck in the mindless grind of a boring society. Yet, the world outside perceives him as God, as Kira, the unworldly entity that can take lives with only just a name. And even Light himself starts to think he is a god. And by all rights, he might as well be a god. After all, what's the difference between him and a real god, when he is the one who holds the world's fate in his hands? When he is the one people look up to, with either unwavering faith or fear. We finally know what it means to be a god. Light Yagami is God, and God is not righteous or just. God is childish, arrogant, and a murderer. God is barely more than a child with unlimited power. Take away Kira's mask, followers and powers away, and what remains is a serial killer. A regular kid that thought he could change the world. A man willing to do anything to make a better world. A monster standing on a pile of corpses. A devil pretending to be a god. Being a god has nothing to do with power or morality. What does it mean to be a god? It means you have fooled enough people that you are just, and at some point, you yourself start believing it. One could even say that a death note isn't even required to become a god. It's just a catalyst for a process that was waiting to be started. An opportunity waiting to be picked up. Just look at the real world, without gods of death and magical notebooks. You might not realize it, but we do have gods. These gods might not have big obvious temples or prophecies written about them inscripted in stone, but make no mistake, they are still gods. They just change their appearance. The old god is long dead. The old man has had his time and we sent him to heaven. And to replace him we created gods more fitting for the new world. Instead of magic and flesh, we now built them of money, a swindling attention span, an endless hunger for meaning. The modern gods are the billionaires who can save or doom millions of people with just one word. The online personalities whose words are broadcast into the endless digital space, where 1 million followers can hear their god's commandments whenever they desire. The new gods we made are the systems in which we live, where every government and corporation knows your name and your face and can use this power however they please. Kira might not be real, but what he represents is completely real. wielding power over millions, words spoken by fools deciding what the law is and the definition of justice depending on the person preaching it. God is real, but he is definitely not justice. But despite their so-called status as gods in modern society, it's important to remember that even the great Kira was in the end just a human with a notebook. A human that eats, sleeps, and bleeds. And if God bleeds, we can kill it. But hey, maybe I'm reading too much into Light Yagami's downfall. After all, it's just a light-hearted show, and I definitely don't think what I got out of it is what the creator intended. But if I'm wrong, you can tell me in the comments. And if you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe and tell me in the comments that you'd like to see more of this stuff. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.